Okay, just 1 minute. Hello, good morning, all of you. Who is E72? Saqib Amin? Anyone from our class? A division, B division?
Hello, B division.
But how he has taken as a E? He is not from the division E. We are having only two division, A and B. Ask him to replace his name, then only I am going to admit him. Ask him, message him.
Okay, ma'am.
बंद आहे राहू द्या हॅलो मे आय ऑडिबल
Yes, ma'am.
my screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in last lecture we will complete the our first unit. Okay, okay, okay. So can anyone tell what we have to see in the last lecture? In means what concept we will learn in first unit from first unit. Can anyone recall which concept we will learn in first unit?
Input from users, square root, swapping.
Okay, okay. In first lecture, we will okay. Today we will start with our second unit, that is Introduction to Python Programming Constructor. Okay, the content of our syllabus is data type and variable, collection data types, control statements, loops and functions, lambdas, generators, exception handling, string handling, scope of variable, models, packages, command line argument, and built-in functions. In that, we will see the constructor, type, exception. Okay. So, what is data type? Anyone tell what is data type? You learn in C data type. What is data type? Okay. So, data type are the classification or category of data item. Means what we are using different data types like integer, float, etc. in our programming. So it is we are classifying the number. So number is an integer data type. Suppose then we want to write the name of any student. So we will consider that as a string data type or character data type. So suppose we have typing the percentage. So we consider the percentage as a float data type. Okay. So the data type represent the any type of value to any operator to perform the some particular operation like any arithmetic operations or any other operations. Okay. So in that we see that the here I write in a program I write the here one example is that a is equal to 5. So we consider a is having integer data type. That if we see that a is equal to 5 is an integer data type, but how system will understand a is equal to 5? We assign the value of a as an integer. So it is known as a data type. Okay. So we will see some of the example of data type first. Okay. Okay, my screen, my programming screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So suppose here I type a is equal to 4. So what it represents? Which data type it represents?
Integer.
Integer. So okay. Then suppose a is equal to 3.5. I write. So which data type it represents?
Float.
Float.
Huh. So uh, okay, so you understand we how we have to declare the data type and how, the representation of data type. Okay, so such a examples I will take. Now first we will see the classification of Python data type. Okay, so Python will be classified into five data types, that is numerical, boolean, set, dictionary and sequence. Okay, Python will be classify in five types, that is numerical, boolean, set, dictionary and sequence. Okay. Then other numerical. In numerical we have three subcategories, that is integer, float and complex number. Okay. And boolean is having no any classification, and the remaining sequence is having three classification: list, tuple and string. Okay. So next we will first see the numerical. Okay. So numericals means what? In Python, numerical data type represent the data which having numerical value. Okay. Numerical value means what? We have to consider it as an integer, float or double or complex number. Okay. So the numerical data type classify into three types. Okay. So we will see the examples and I will explain. Okay. First, we will consider the suppose we will consider the integer data type. Okay. So here how we have to find the enter those data we have to enter in program. How we have to find the data type of that? So for that, for identifying the enter the data type is an integer, how we have to verify? So suppose I write here variable 1 is equal to suppose 100. Okay, that I will here declare the variable first. For variable 1 I declare the data type as a value as a 100, and then I write here print suppose type, means I want to find the which data type that object is having. That variable I declare, that is variable 1 is equal to 100, which data type it represents. So here I just type suppose type of variable 1. Okay, I want to know that what it represents. So here I write type of variable 1. Okay, so just enter. Sorry, here I write once again. I write here. Okay, so after entering, you have to see here what result it represents. This print statement type of variable means what? The variable 1 is equal to 100. We have to write here. So it represents the data type of that. It returns the value as a data type. Means what? class means what? This variable one is represent the integer data type. Okay, so suppose here I declare another variable one is equal to, suppose I declare here a float number. Okay, so I write 10 dot something. Okay, and I okay, here just I want to execute this. So you have to see here, it represent the variable one, means this variable one, it represent the floating number. So it return the data type as a float. Okay, so how we suppose we want to suppose in variable one, I write the character. Okay, I write here character, and after that I want to find the uh, data type of this variable one. So you have to see here, it represents the string, means what? Here in variable one I write the one string, so it returns the output as a string. Okay, so everyone understand how we have to find the data type of declare the which variable we will declare in our data, in our program, how we write it, or it represents which data type. Okay,
Ma'am.
so huh, hello,
Yes,
hello.
ma'am.
Okay, so all of you understand how we can find the which data type we will represent in our program. So just only you have to write the print in printf type of variable, means variable name that you have to declare already in your program, and just type keyword is important. In type it represent the your numerical data type, it represents the numerical data type. So everyone understands how to find how to identify the data type, that data type is integer, float, string, or any other.
Repeat करा madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Repeat it madam.
Okay, I will repeat. Okay, I will repeat, just 1 minute. My screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So once again, I will close my ideally, and I will reopen the ideally. Okay, and then we will start. So my ideally, okay, my font size is visible to all clearly, or can I
Yes,
increase
ma'am.
font size?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Okay. So if you want to increase the font size, I will tell how you have to increase font size. So you have to go to the about ideally here. Okay, at last I will tell. We have to see the simple program, how to find the declare the variable, which variable we have to means which variable you have to write in our program, how we have to consider what is the data type of it. Okay, so for finding that, we have only a single line of code. Okay, like here I declare one variable one, suppose equal to 10. So if we have to see that seeing the like variable one is equal to 10, we say that it is an integer, but how system will know it is an integer? So just we have to write here print type of variable one, comma, type of means direct variable one. Okay, so after entering you have to see the result, what it returns. It returns the integer. Okay, integer. So variable one is equal to 10, it is an integer, you all know that. Okay, so here you have to see that it it means this type function, the type with keyword, it is a built-in function. Okay, it is a built-in function. The return type of this type is a data type. Means what? Which data type represent your variable that returns this. The type return type of this type keyword is a data type. Okay, so it is a integer. So same I will copy. Okay, suppose here I write var1 is equal to 10.3. Okay, and I write, so it is a float. Okay, so can anyone tell any example for different data type that you know? Means any another data type that you want to display
Character.
or character. Okay, so just I write here variable one in for writing we are finding the character. So we are every time that character we will write in the single or double quote. Suppose here write I hello. Okay, and I just write here print and type, sorry. Okay, if you have to give space here the in front of this sign, so it will be give the error that is unexpected indentation. So we don't require any space in shell prompt. Okay, it means this current window. Okay, now you have to see here it represent the data type as a string. Okay, everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in numerical data type means what? Here you have to see the this flow chart. In numerical data type is represent in the three way, that is integer, float. We will consider here as a character also, and now we will see the what is complex number. Okay, we will see now what is a complex number. What? Your voice is breaking. Hello, any question? Anyone having question, then ask.
Ma'am, special signs and symbols comes under which data type?
What? Your voice is breaking. You have to put your question on chat. Your voice is breaking.
मॅम तो विचारतोय सायन्स अँड सिम्बॉल कोणत्या डेटा टाइप खाली येतात,
कुठला?
कोणत्या डेटा टाइप मध्ये येतात.
I don't understand your question actually.
मॅम, सायनचा जो सिम्बॉल असतात ना ते कोणत्या डेटा टाइप मध्ये येतात?
Sign.
येस मॅम.
Special symbols.
सिम्बॉल्स असतात ते.
Special symbols म्हणायचे का तुम्हाला?
Yes, ma'am. My question I had put it in my chat box, ma'am.
Special. Okay, I will check first. The special sign symbols. Okay. Special sign, the symbol comes under which data type? Okay. The symbol. Okay, I will give the answer of your question. Which data type? Data type. Okay. So means special. Suppose we will write here @ or something. So suppose here I write where. Here I write. I will clear shell first.
तर येणार ना मॅम,
एक मिनिट हा. काय म्हणला?
कॅरेक्टर डेटा टाइप मध्ये येणार ना.
Character, but in Python it we call it as a primitive data type. in Python we call it as a primitive data type. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
it is a string or it is a character, no issue about that. But in Python we call it as a primitive data type. We have that concept in next part actually. So we call it as a primitive data type. Means what? In primitive data type means what? We call it as a in C you have to call the object of the class or any method or function. We call the object of any class or method. So it is called as a primitive data type. So a special symbol comes under the primitive data type. That concept we have next. Okay. So now we will see the complex example of complex number. Okay. Here I declare variable 1 is equal to any complex number like 1 plus I. Okay. Here here I write the complex number, that is 2 is I is represent as a complex number. Where 1 is equal to 1 plus 2. Sorry, here I forgot, that is I write here a j. Null contain the into iterator. Okay.
मॅम तिथे इज इक्वल टू झाले.
प्लस येणार ना.
Where 1 is equal to 1 plus 2j. Okay, and I write here print 5 of where 1 is equal to 5 plus. Okay, so it represents the data type of this variable will be a complex number. Okay, so if we want to find the data type of any variable, so we will write the statement like a print in single quote type of that variable name comma type of variable. So the return type of this type keyword is the data type. Okay, so
आय काय येत नाही.
what?
आय काय येत नाही.
Okay, it is invalid syntax. Okay, I will check once again. Sometimes it will not support, so I will type this code on the file and I will execute. So we will see where 1 is equal to 1 plus 2 I. Okay. Okay. Invalid syntax of I. Okay, so why it not take I? So I means the full form of this I, can anyone tell what is I? I means what? It is imaginary number. Okay, I means what? It is imaginary number. Means what? Here suppose here we write like a variable 1 is equal to 1 plus 2j. Okay, so after writing this line, our program will be run. Okay, like a type of var 1 comma type of var 1. So after this, it returns the output what? It is a complex number. But if we are taking the variable 1 is equal to 2 plus suppose 3 I, but it represents the error. Why? Because I represent the imaginary number. Okay, so we have a two type of complex number. One is imaginary, another is a real. Real means we are representing real as a j and imaginary as a I. So I is a imaginary part. Just we have to imagine that part. We can't execute the I means what? Imaginary part. Okay, so we will
No,
use,
ma'am. Complex number have both part, real part and imaginary part.
yes, complex.
That's why it's complex.
Yes, you are correct. Complex number having two parts, that is real part and imaginary part. But in Python, we can't execute this imaginary part. Okay, it represents the invalid syntax. You have to see here. But J is a what real part. So that's why it executes quickly. But I represent the imaginary part. The complex number program will be, we will execute in C or C++. In Java also we have to execute this part, but in Python this part will not execute because I represent the imaginary part. If you are writing the any variable, so first, for executing this imaginary part, we will convert this I means imaginary complex number into any another data type like a float, character, float, integer or double, and after converting we will utilize that complex number of imaginary part. But in Python we are not using the imaginary number, we are just directly using a real number. You have to, if you have to try to execute that, it will be not execute. Why? Because it will not support to our Python. But now the version that is 3.10.8 or 9 is there, in that this issue will be resolved. But now this version will be not supported to all the packages. Right now it will having the some complexities. So if you have to try to execute this imaginary number, it will be not executed. You have to try in your system also. If executed, some issue will be there. You have to try in C or C++. You have to execute this both day, complex and real number, complex and in real number and image number both in C or C++, Java. But in Python it will be not executed because I consider as a imaginary. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Understand.
Okay, understand. If you have any doubt, then you will ask, no issue. Your question is correct. In C or C++, I think so this program you will be executed, complex number program. But it will be not support in Python. Imaginary number, it not support in the Python. Okay? Your doubt is clear or some doubt is there?
Clear, madam.
Okay? So this all about this data type of numeric data type. Okay, you understand how to find the integer data type, float data type, and complex number data type. Everyone
Yes, ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so after completion of this part, I will give the problem statement to you, or means no, actually there is no any problem statement for special for this concept. You have to write all the means like the line for integer, finding the data type of integer, float, complex in one program, and you will share your screen after that. Okay, after completion of this concept of data type. Okay, so is anyone having doubt regarding numerical data type, how we have to find the numerical data type or like that? Okay, anyone having doubt? Only 2 to 3 or 4 students are giving the answers of question. Remaining students, you will understand or not? Please clear it with that. Don't join the lecture only for a presenting. If you are not interacting with us or me, it will not use of that you are attending the lecture. So I request all the students, not for my lecture, for every lecture you will be talk or you will be speak to front person, those who are speak with you. If you are sharing your or your means like now one student will be asked, madam, why I will not be executed like that. So you will directly ask question. Don't like ma'am will be with us like that. Don't that. If you have to मीन्स व्हॉट, तुम्ही जर मला सांगितलं की मॅडम तुमचं हे चुकतंय, तर मी शिकेल ना त्याच्यातून, मी करेक्ट करेन मला. तर तुम्ही सांगत चला जर काय माझं चुकत असेल तर, मला काहीच डाऊट नाही त्याच्याबद्दल. ओके, सो आपलं सेशन जे आहे ते इंटरॅक्टिव्ह असलं पाहिजे. तुम्ही फ्रँकली बोला काय असेल ते. जर तुम्ही फ्रँकली ह्याला शिकत गेला तर तुमच्यासाठी खूप चांगलं आहे. आणि हे जर पायथॉन तुम्हाला समजलं ना, तुम्हाला लाईक डीप लर्निंग, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स, न्यूरल नेटवर्क, हे सगळे कन्सेप्ट ना इझिली इम्प्लिमेंट करता येतील. Okay, because the machine learning programming, deep learning programming will be implemented by using only Python language. Okay, so our session will be interactive. It will be a good. Okay, so next we will see the Boolean concept. Okay, Boolean data type. So the return type of Boolean means you consider as a if I write one line and I want to find the return type of that line. So the return means the which value Boolean function returns. Can anyone tell which means Boolean type what return?
0 or 1.
0 or 1 means what? We call it as a true or false. Okay. So there are two possibilities in Boolean. One is a positive and another with is negative. Means what? One is true and another is false. So here the data type with one or of the two built-in value, that is true and false. Okay, in programming we are not using 0 and 1, we are using true or false value. Okay, so true means what? A positive value, and false means what? Our negative value, we consider it as. Okay, so if the value, how we have to consider the data type of that value, like the value present over here, it is a Boolean type. So if suppose we are writing a true and false with capital like a T and a capital false. Okay, so it will throw the error. Means what? We are directly writing the true keyword full. If suppose here I will tell you the example. Okay, sorry, here will be not. Okay, so now here I write A is equal to true, suppose. So at the writing of true, the T should be capital. In false, F should be capital. Okay. If you forgot, some of the versions will not return the any type of error if you are not writing the capital T or capital F. Okay. Some of the version can give the reply. Just 1 minute. Okay, I will check who is in. Okay, here it doesn't matter in some of the versions if you are writing this T and F will be small or capital. Okay, so here just I write here, now I write a printer. Here same type of A, comma type of A. Okay, it, so you have to see here, it represents the type of A is a Boolean. Okay, it represents what? Type of A is Boolean. Everyone understand how to find the data type of Boolean? Means what it represents. Suppose I will write that by using in means in shell. Suppose here I write is equal to true. Okay, and same one more I will write same here, variable 2 is equal to 10. Okay, suppose I write like this. So after save, and I will execute this program. So you have to see here the variable type of data one is Boolean, but the declaration, that is type of variable 2 will be integer here, I think so in okay. So you have to see here program of this, the result of this will be a this 2. Okay. So in some of the cases, if you have to write this as a small or as a capital, it doesn't matter. Okay. So here suppose I write false and I will run the module. So you have to see the output will be a same. So if you are using this data type in all programs, that you will understand. Okay. So it is just the basic concept. So everyone understand how we have to find the data type as a boolean, that is true or false.
Yes, ma'am.
Remaining,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, if this
Yes.
data concept you have to learn in the C also, C also. So same concept is there, just the representation, how we have to represent this as a boolean data type, it will be just changed. Okay. Now we will move to the next data type, that is a set. Okay. Okay. Set data type means what it represent the set. So set data type. So in Python, set is a unordered collection of data types. Okay. Unordered means what? It don't have any order. Suppose we consider as a sum of the example, we are consider the ascending and descending concept. So in that ascending order means what? It will represent the sum of the sequence. But descending order, it means it will be represent as in the first higher, then lower, like that. So unordered means what? We are using this is this collection in any type. Okay. The data type that is iterable, mutable, and it has a no duplicate element. Means what? Set means what? We can't duplicate. Suppose we are considering one array. In array, suppose we are writing the number 1 to 10. Okay. 1 to 10 we are writing the numbers in array. So suppose we are writing one number in many more times, like suppose we are taking the here I will use the I will here okay. Suppose here I declare a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 4. Suppose I write like this, so it will be not allowed to write 4 again. Set operation cannot allow to write this 4 again. Okay. Okay. So this cannot be allowed, the duplicate the element. Set operation cannot be allowed. Okay. So set is a mutable in nature. Mutable means what? It will be mutable means what? Now you will be consider the example of our Zoom meeting or Google meeting. What concept? Mute means what? Can anyone tell what mute means what? Hello, may I audible to all? May I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what is mutable. Can anyone tell what is mutable? Anyone tell what is mutable? You know what is mute and what is unmute. And unmute means what? Allowed to us. So same that the set function means this set, it is one type of keyword we are using in our program. So it is a mutable. Okay. So it means what? That just 1 minute, someone will be. It means that that set item can be changed after creating a set. Means what? In program we are creating suppose one of the set of the elements. So after creating that set of element, we can't change it, and we are using the set key, set like function, like a set, like this function we are using for the defining the data type. It will be a, you have to see here, I write here set, so you have to see here like new empty set object is there, means what, it represent the new. Right now in that set I don't write anything, right now I am not writing anything in that, so my set will be empty. Suppose I here write something in my set function, so it will represent the the set will be having some object in that function, so it will represent the object. So now we will see the one example for this set. So the program for set, okay, now the program will be I will take the first program for this set operator, okay. So suppose here I create first one set, okay. Suppose I take the empty, first my set will be, suppose I take empty set is equal to set, okay. My set in start, my set means what, my set will be empty in start, okay, by using set method. So this, the set closing opening closing bracket, it represent the empty state, okay, it is a method. So here now I will suppose write a print my suppose my set is empty, okay. In start my set will be empty, okay. After that what I write, I will just print that empty state, or I here directly I here write empty set, okay. After that I will find the data type of that empty set. So for that I write here print type of empty set. Right now I don't write any type of data in my set, so uh, so just I write this line of code, it will not execute because in the set empty set nothing is there. So you have to see here, can't assign the function false, okay. So it represent what, can't assign. Why? Because in this empty state nothing will be there, so it will it will return the error. So here what I should do, I should write here integer set, what I write here integer set, okay. So here I write integer set is equal to set. So we represent the set in the curly, first in circular, in that we are writing the triangle bracket, okay. So here I write 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, okay. Here I write the one integer set, okay. Now I will print here I write the print a set, okay. Print a set, here I write, okay. So so here you have to see here, the in first line I will declare one set of integers, Okay. In before just 1 minute. Okay. In this example here, first what I should do, I should declare my set is empty. In that I will print my set. Okay. Means what here I write my set is empty, and I will display that set name empty, and I will try to find the name or data type of that set. It will represent what? Error. Why? Because in set my in start my set will be empty. So here I write other example with data type, and in my set I will write some values like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I print that set, and I want to find print that set, and I will be display that set. So I will save the program, and I will run the module. So you have to say here what it returns. It returns a set, and it will return the output as a set that we have to write here, that is 1 to 4, and the set the class means what, the type of this set will be a data type will be set. Why? Because here we are using the set method. Okay, suppose here I write once again 2. Okay, and now I will run this. So you have to see here in program I write twice 2. I write twice 2. Here is 2 present, here is 2 present, but in set in output it represents 2 once, only one time. Okay, means what it cannot allow. You have to here I write that it has no duplicate element. So you have to see the example, no duplicate element. Here I write 2 twice, but you have to see in the output it will not take a 2 repeatedly. So the data type of variable right in the here is a set type. Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, please repeat once again.
Okay, I will repeat the concept set. Now here onwards actually Python concept will be start, so it will be difficult to understand. Okay, so I will explain once again set concept. So the set, we are using this set to unordered collection. Means what? Here there will be no order. Means what? Unordered data or raw data. Suppose we consider as a raw data, means what? The data which is not represent any of proper format. So it is called as what? Raw data. Means what? Unordered data. The data which don't have any type of special order, it is called as the unordered data. So set means what? We are in set we are collecting any type of data. Okay, in set we are collecting any type of data, and we are after collecting that data we have to check. Means what? Suppose we are collecting the repeated data, same data we are collecting 2 or 5 times. So it will be required a memory space to store that data. So for avoiding the repetition of data in unordered set, we are using the set operation to, it will not allow to duplicate data. Means what? It will not allow duplicate data to enter in the memory space. Okay, so for that we are using the set method. Okay, in program I will tell once again. Okay, so here I take the first simple and basic example. Means what? At starting, suppose I take empty. Means so what? At starting stage. Okay, at starting stage my set will be empty. Okay, how we call this set is equal to by using a set method. Okay, this is a one of the method. Set is a one of the method, and you have to see here new empty set object, set iterable new set object. Means what? Right now this set will be a empty. Okay, at initial set. So you have to see here in example, here I write integer set is equal to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Here what I should do, I will repeat this 2 in same set object. Okay, after that means what? This stage will be represent as a, in start my state will be empty, but here my set will be having some object of the data in this line. Okay, and in this line my set will be a empty. Okay, after that what I should do, I will print empty set. Okay, what I here write empty set. At start my set will be empty na, but what I should do here, I will display that set. Okay, I will display that set, integer set. That set name is a integer set, but here I write what a set, but here my state will be a empty message. Okay, then I will print what the name of that set, which set we want to display. So here in there my set name is what integer. So here what I write to display set, that is integer set. So here I what I write empty set. Okay, here I write what empty set, and now I will print type of that set. Okay, so like that. So it is a one type of syntax for the representation of set operation. So this is my program. So here I repeat the two twice. So after successful execution of this, you have to see the output. You have to see here, it can't take a 2 twice. Why? Because 2 is already present, so it will not take a 2 twicely. So it is a set operation. It is a collection of set. It is a collection of set object. It represents the data type or method as a set. We are using the set. So set is a what? Set is a unordered data collect from the data types that is iterable, mutable, and it has no duplicate data. Means what? In set we can't duplicate the data. It is a mutable and it is iterable. Iterable means what? You know the iteration method. Again and again we have until we don't got our answer, until we have to find the iterations by putting the different values. It is called as a iteration. Okay, so everyone understand? I think so this concept will be little bit difficult, so I will give the you have a 10 minutes time. You have to display the set of your name. Means what? You have to take the data type as a character. You have to write your name in set. Means like here I will just give here. Suppose here I write str set. Okay, is equal to. Okay, write the set here like a 8. Okay, then comma you have to write, suppose b, comma you write as a c. Means you have to write your name in this pattern. Okay, and you have to print the set. Okay, you have 10 minutes time. Everyone understand what you have to write in program?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to write or display your name in this format by using the set method. So you will be understand betterly. So you have a 10 minutes time. Start writing program. After completion, you will have to tell, I will stop my sharing, and you will be start to share your screen.
Ma'am, please repeat this.
What problem statement
No,
or
ma'am.
concept? What whole concept of set?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, set concept means what? It is unordered. You know what is the meaning of unordered? Any type of data or any sequence or any way. Unordered means what? It doesn't having any sequence or any order. Okay, so in Python, set is a collection of unordered data items. So here, in example,
Ma'am, not this declaration of set.
means
Yes,
like
ma'am, that example.
okay, that example. Okay, so here I just simply display the data like 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in program what you have to here, suppose I will take you have to take the set of your name. Suppose here Raj, okay, is your name. You have to display your middle name, something, okay, and you have to write here surname yours, okay. So means what? You have to take the set of your name, your full name, and you have to display the set. You have to take your full name as a set and you have to display that. You understand? Means what? You have to take your name as a, means you have to use the string data character and you have to display your name. Understand? Here in set, I take the numbers like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have instead of that, you have to take your name as a set value. Set value. Okay, you understand? You have instead of number, you have to take the set as a your name and you have to display that set. Okay, understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just
Hello, ma'am.
Huh?
Suppose in shade bracket we are including integer type, and float type and character type. Then what is our output?
what means what? Means in here you say that like we will put integer, we will put character, we will put set.
Yes, ma'am.
Means multiple data types.
But ma'am, I here write this program. They give value error.
Yes, it represent value error. Why? Because here suppose here now you have to see the same example. Okay. It will not suppose. Why? Because here you have to see the last line, that is print the type of you. We are finding here type of that data type. Suppose now I will run this. Okay, I will run this model. So you have to see here. It will not allow to combine the more than 2 data types in a single set. It will not allow you to combine more than 2 data type in one set. Okay, you have to take a different data type, but you have to use different set. We are not using in single set multiple data types. Okay, you got the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
In single set, we can't write the more than one data type. So you have to now take the another data type or another set of variables. Here in, for example, in set you have to take the another value now. Okay, just okay, means here now I will be display like a string. So you have to display the float number in one program of set. You have to take the integer, float, character, double number. Okay, you have to in one program you have to write the program for integer, float, character and double. You have to write 4 and you will share the screen with me.
Hello, ma'am. There is a error.
Like what? Just 1 minute. I will
Value
stop. I will stop my sharing. You will be share your screen. Okay. So it
No,
will.
ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
हाँ बोला.
I conduct lecture in mobile and do programming on computer. So it is difficult to me to share the screen.
Okay, just you have to. What error you got?
Value error. There are say too many value to unpack in bracket expected to.
Can you share your screenshot on my WhatsApp number?
Okay, ma'am.
Share means I understand what exactly error will be there. So remaining student, you have to do the programming by using set operation. You have to display one or more values.
Done, ma'am.
Just 1 minute. Okay, you don't write like this, integer comma float set. Don't write like this. You have to, we are here, right? Don't write here. Just I will share my screen, then I will explain. Okay, my screen is visible now. Here we are declaring integer set as a one of the method name or variable. Here we are writing a variable, not we are writing here data type like a integer float. You have to write na. So you have to write float set. No issue about that. But you write like a integer comma float set. It will give the error, value error. You have to remove that integer comma. You will remove. You will be represent float set. No issue about that, because here integer set means what? We are writing the variable. Variable. We are declaring variable means like here we are writing that variable 1 is equal to, we are writing something. So it represent like this variable set like 1 comma 2, then like this. Okay, it represent like, okay, it represent like this. Okay, so you don't write it like any data type. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, please execute a problem of set.
What?
Ma'am, please first you execute a problem of set.
Problem statement. Hello.
Problem of set, ma'am.
I will just I will tell. Just 1 minute. Okay. So here you have to see here like this. Here I display the integer number. Here I represent the character. So you have to write the one program, save it as a set program, and in that program you have to write the integer, float, character, and double value. Means what? Integer, float, character, and double means four character, four different. You have to create a four different set. For integer different, for string different, float different, and for double different. Like that, you have to create in one program. Means what? You have to write the multiple set in single program. Understand? Okay. How many of you complete
Ma'am,
with
please run this program you have written here.
here? Okay, I will. So you have to see the output like this. So I want to, you have to write the set for integer, for character, for float, and for double, like this different. After that, I will tell the one of the program. In that we are combining more than two data type by using a different means method by means user defined method. By using user defined method, we have to combine the or mix the more than one data type in single step. Okay.
Ma'am, my program complete.
Stop my sharing. Okay. Now I will. Okay. I will allow now. Who want to share their screen? Okay. Who want to share?
Ma'am,
Okay. Sure. Nikita.
Ma'am, screen is visible. Ma'am, I am declared a number is data type.
Execute. Execute. You are not showing the execution. You are just showing the program.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. This is the output.
Okay, good. Who wants to speak? Okay. After running some code, why does Akshay B division Akshay? Okay. 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 Akshay, I don't know what is your row means contact number. Actually, number of students have to share the screenshot on my WhatsApp. Can you send screenshot once again? It is easy to find me your contact number. Akshay, can you share your? Okay. After running, Akshay, what question you have to ask actually after running some code? Why does state arrangement get changed?
Same code, ma'am.
यस मैम अरेंजमेंट चेंज होती है.
येस मॅम माझी पण.
Okay. Can you share the program, Akshay?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to share the program.
And 828 is also present.
Madam is 66 also 63.
Wait. I will check first, then I will tell. One minute, I will check this code. So what it should why you have to see in my example also same thing will be happen. Good observation. You have to see here. It will be the you have to see in my program. Okay, in Raj it will like Raj word is in same position. It will be not change any sequence also, but you have to see in the next like here DFBFI here.
Ma'am,
So you
screen
have,
is not visible.
okay, just sorry, I will share my screen. Okay, now my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so you have to see in my program here the first word of okay, the first word that is Raj. It is in same position. Okay, but the the next word that is here is DFBF, but it will be you have to see here first take the CFG means what it will be take this this the third value of my set first. In the same in Akshay example, I see the first word means what, the first letter or first value of your set will not change their position, but the remaining set will be changed their sequence. Okay, so in my case, if we are considering the alphabetical order of A to Z, in my set it will change their location. But suppose here we are suppose right here, just wait. Okay, like this, and we will run. So you have to see the output. It will arrange this word or this integer in the alphabet. You have to consider the sequence in ascending order. You have to see here what I write here in my set, like 1, 6, 8, 2, and 3. But in output, it represents it is in the ascending order. Same in your name also. It will be first name will be same. It will not change the first letter. Suppose here I write in my program here 9 right now. Okay. Now we will see the okay. So here you have to see the sequence, but in alphabetically order it will be take as a first name as it is in your program. Also you have to see in your program also the first word in your string, that is in, I will take the example of Akshay name will be same position. It will be not change the any sequence. Okay, correct Akshay? Hello Akshay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your first name, or I think so those who have the same problem, like the name of sequence will be changed, but your first name, the first name, like you have to write the thing in the first quote. It will not change their position. Okay, but the name which you have to write in the second position, it will be changed their sequence, right now. Okay, the
Yes,
issue
ma'am.
is that I told that same issue.
Last word also count.
Just you have to
First
see that the word first write in set, like here I write A, it will be not change their sequence. Okay, but the word which I write in the second set or like second position, it will be changed like that, right now. So
Ma'am, it is changing continuously.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
now
Hello, ma'am.
just you have to say that the meaning of this state operation is what, it will be arrange the unordered data in ordered format. Okay, you have to see the example of 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, and in alphabetically randomly it will be not change the alphabet of first, means what, the first letter, that is A, it will be not changed, but the next part means what, the next, like you have to see here I write first J and then B, means what, it will be take the alpha, if you are writing alphabet, it will be take the sequence of A to Z format. It will be take the format A to Z, and randomly it sometimes it will be keep same as it is, and sometimes it will be change the sequence. Set means what, it is arrange the unordered data in the set or in the increasing, or it is in the decreasing format. I told here like set is an unordered collection of data type that is iterable. Iterable means what, every iteration it will represent the different, it will be mutable. Mutable means what, mutable means what, you have to someone tell me what is the meaning of mutable. म्युटेबल मीन्स व्हॉट, बोलू शकतो आपण, चेंज होऊ शकते, आपले वर्डिंग चेंज होऊ शकते, and it will not allow to duplicate data. So that's why your name of the sequence will be changed. You have to see in the your output the alphabet will be the alphabet present in the set it will be not like that. Suppose you have to consider the single character B in your suppose I will here can in Akshay or can anyone those who have to repeat their in their name alphabet will be repeat like this. I will write here like this. Suppose so you have to see here. Suppose in your name like here in J comma B will be available in this set. But suppose those who have to repeat their starting of their name like this. Okay, here suppose J. Here I write J. Ajay. I here write different name. Okay, like this. So after execution of this, you have to see here sequence will be changed, but it will be take the alphabet repeatedly. Why? Because the whole set will be having different objects. Okay, so number of iteration it will represent the output. Means what? Set means what? You have to understand. In set you have to if you are writing any data in unorderly, it will be set it with a proper sequence. It will be set with a proper sequence or number of iteration or number of time execution. It will be changed their output randomly. It will be changed the output randomly. It is a iterable. Iterable means what? Number of iteration. It will be change their value sequence by comma and brackets. That brackets we are using like this. So it brackets represent the or this comma will represent the dividation of two different values or two different objects in this set. So everyone understand the state operation. It's some little bit difficult you to find the exactly your output, that output you want. Why? Because it will be changed the sequence every iteration. So everyone understand the state operation. It will be give some it having some difficulties, but I think so now everyone will be understand the after number of program. If you are executing by the using set method, you will be better understand. Now everyone understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if now if we want to declare the integer, float or character in one set. So for that we are having this dictionary method. By using this dictionary method, we are combining more than two or four data types in one set by using this dictionary concept. But we will see that dictionary concept in next lecture. Now today we are seeing that what is data type. In that we are seeing, everyone please be clear with the my answer with my question, please. If you are not on, then tell directly. I don't have any issue. Everyone understand the numerical data type, how we have to find the integer, float and complex number.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
out with this concept of numerical data type. Is any question with this numerical data type? Okay, is any doubt with this Boolean concept? Okay, no. Okay, for the set operation, everyone under, if you are using this set operation, now here onward, like the concept, that is set concept, here onward, now exactly Python programming will be start. Now the concept, that is set, here set onward, now Python programming concept will be start. Okay, so so that's why I asked that Now set concept onward. Our exact Python programming will be start, and I ask everyone to everyone understand the concept set. I ask everyone. Everyone understand the set concept.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So uh, uh, okay, okay. So today we will stop here. In next lecture, we will see with dictionary and sequential operation. Okay. So is anyone having doubt regarding any query? Ask. Is any query? Okay. So I think so. I consider that everyone. Okay. I will now. I will first take presently. Don't no. Please after completion of presently. No. Please. Uh, do not leave the meeting anyone. Okay. I will stop my sharing first. I will take presently, and now some questions for you. I will take. Okay. I request all the students to please put your presently in chat, and don't put your presently repeatedly. You have to put your number only once. If you are putting more than once, I will consider as absent. Okay. So don't put presently again and again. You have to put your presently once. Okay. All of you complete with the presently.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
If anyone remain, then put your number on chat. After stopping the recording, your roll number will be not recorded. So those who are remaining, you have to put your presently on chat. Okay, all of you complete the presently. Can I stop the recording? Can I stop the recording? After stopping recording, your roll number will not be saved. So everyone take a note of it. Can I stop recording? Everyone complete
Yes,
with?
ma'am.
Okay. Just
Yes, ma'am.
don't leave the meeting. Okay. Some of this to the. Okay. Now I will stop the recording. Okay.